Hey guys, and welcome. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how I put together this little strawberry basket. It's Easter season, it's spring, so it's all about the little baskets right now. So I thought I'd share with you how I put this one together. I think it is so pretty. This little flower was made by my friend Jen, and it is just so pretty, so gorgeous. So anyway, oh, and all of these were made by her. If you guys have been following my spring swap, my spring flower swap, you know that there's been so many pretty flowers. So I hope that you guys take some time to check that out as well. So this is the die that I used to create this little Easter strawberry spring basket, whatever you want to call it. This is a Scrap Diva design die. It is not a new die, but it is so cute, and I did want to share with you how to create this. So last month I was chatting with Erica, and I told her that I got this idea to make this strawberry basket using this die, and this was the prototype that I showed her, and I was like, I wish I had time to turn this into an actual project, and so this is what I ended up making. I used the Maggie Holmes round trip paper, and I think it's just so cute. It's a fun way to use or to get some multiple uses out of your dies. So before I had a cutting machine, I was so in love with all the 3D projects that were being shared on Instagram, and so I would try to figure out how to use my dies to create 3D projects. So anyway, I guess that's where this was born. This little, I don't know, idea that I had. So I had used some circle dies to create like a little 3D luggage, and I have a tutorial on that. Make sure to check it out. I used some rectangle dies to create a little box, and so there's always multiple ways you can use your dies. So today, let's get started with this one. So this is called the Coffeecup gift card holder die. This is from Scrap Diva Designs. It is a really large die. I think it's about 6 by 4.5 inches. And so it's pretty large. It has a really nice stitching detail all the way around it. This is the base. This is the piece that holds the little gift card. So you would cut 2 pieces out of this, and then you would cut one of these and you would sandwich it in between, and that's your gift card holder, right? You also get a layering piece for the lid of your coffee cup, which is this one right here. That goes right up here. You get these 2 pieces right here that create the little coffee cup sleeve. They also have really nice stitching detail on them, and you can also use these to create shakers, which is super fun. So you can turn this into a little shaker, or you can just use it to layer. And then you get this little heart piece right here, and this would go right in the center. I did see Happy Mail Queen use these hearts at the top to make it easy to pull in and out the gift card holder part, and I thought that was genius. I'll make sure to link her video in the description box. And then you get this straw in the set, super cute, right? And you get this spoon. And with this spoon, you also get a layering piece that goes right at the top of the spoon. And I've seen some girls turn this into a shaker piece also, which is super cute. So I used that die, and then I also used this die set right here. This is the pin flag die set. This is one of my favorites, and I think a must-have for sure, because this can be used in so many different ways. So anyway, I used this small pin flag die right here, this oval looking one, to create my little cuts right here, my little die cuts right here. So that is what I used, and I'm going to share with you how to put it together. Let me move these things out of the way so I am really just so in love with this cute little basket. I think it's so sweet. So, so sweet. Okay, so let's start off with the scoring part. I feel like my desk right here that I use for recording is really large, but then when you bring in all your pieces to craft here, I know why I don't craft here, because I don't really have that much space. Okay, so this is what you are going to cut out. You are going to cut out 4 of the coffee cup base pieces. So of course you need 4 sides to create your basket, and you are going to cut out 4 of the lid pieces because you'll need 1 piece, 1 of these for every side, right? And so once you do that, then you can bring your coffee cups. I'll do one at a time. You'll just line that up on your scoreboard and you'll score it at 3. Making sure that it doesn't move when you're scoring, because it's not very straight, so it tends to move. So you'll score all of these right at the 3-inch mark. Okay, so we've scored all of these at the 3-inch mark with this lid piece facing towards the 1. So that's going to give you a 3-inch wide little box panel. So see how this is scored right here, and then this bottom piece is going to become the base of your basket. So I will just burnish right up on that line on all of these. And take your time with this, as always. Sometimes when we're doing tutorials, we tend to try to go fast. I don't know why. But yeah, you should always take your time with it. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. It's homemade, handmade, but you still want to take your time with it. So here's a little tip for you for placing your pin flag die. So this is the one that I am going to use right here, right? And I am just going to eyeball this and place it right in the center. I want to go about halfway down the die, and I'm going to take some washi and make sure it's washi that's not going to stick too hard to your paper and cause it to tear. And then I'm going to line this washi up with the end of my paper. Right? Just like that. So I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. I'll move this over here. Let's see if I can move this over here. This thing is so heavy, you guys. So I finally gave in and got this switch. I decided not to get the pink one because I wanted it to go with everything I have in my craft room, and most of the things in my craft room are white and mint, so I went ahead and went with the white one. Okay, so now what we are going to do is I'm going to remove this die and washi very carefully from my project, from my little paper. Okay, just like that, and then remove this little piece. Make sure to save these pieces because you can use these to create pin flags later. And always make sure to cut these little pieces off, because then they'll create a little indentation in your paper and you don't want that. So then when I go to line this up, again, I'm just eyeballing it, but I am lining up that washi to my paper. And that's how I see how the washi is lined up right to the edge of that paper. And that's how I make sure that these little die cuts or these little cutouts are about the same height, right? So I'll run that through and I'll show you one more time what I mean. because you're going to run it through 3 times for each side of your little basket. Okay, so again, I'm going to try to remove this very carefully and keep that washi in place, just like that. And then I'll remove this little cutout, save it, make sure not to throw it. And then I'm going to line this up once again, just eyeballing it as far as this space goes, but lining up my washi with the edge of my paper, just like that. And that's how I know that these are all going to be about the same height, right? So make sure to do that when you are cutting your little slits out. Okay, so we are done with that part of this, and you would do that with all 4 pieces, with all 4 sides of your basket. Let me take this off. I'm just going to do that with 1 just for the sake of this tutorial so that we can move on to the next step. And like I said, make sure to keep these little cutouts that are coming from here, because you can use these to create pin flags. Don't throw those away. Okay, so we would cut these out of each side, right? And let me show you the basket again. See how it has the little cuts on every single side. I use that pin flag, and that just gives it that little strawberry basket effect. Then I would adhere these to my coffee cup. I'm just going to use this hot glue for now. On mine, I used some foam tape, but for this, what do you call it? Prototype, I'm just going to use glue and line that up just like so. And I'll do that to all 4. I'm just doing it really quickly so we can move on to the next step. Oh, and let me show you what I mean. On mine, see how I have foam tape right here just to give it a little dimension and pop, but it's not necessary to do that. Like I said, for this one, I'm just gonna glue it on. Oh, I didn't straighten that too well. Hopefully that's good. And I have been seeing so many cute little baskets. I also have a tutorial for another little basket that I made. So check that out. It's super easy to create. I had made a Lori Whitlock SVG file, a little bag that looks kind of like that. And so it inspired me to create that one. But anyway, so we are going to adhere all of these pieces, all 4 of these pieces, using this little tab right here from the lid. So I'm just going to add some glue to this and line this up to that little tab. Just like so. And then as I go, I want to make sure that this corner is lined up with this corner. So I'm going to add some glue right here. And line that up just like that. And again, take your time with that. Okay, so I lined up this corner to this corner. Now you're not going to be able to do that with this because as you can see, this piece of the cup gets very narrow. So that's not going to line up with that. So you just need to make sure to line up your corners. So I'm going to do this next one. I'm going to attach it on this side. I'll add some glue to that piece right there. Bring my other coffee cup up to here, line that up, adhere that. This is why I like to use liquid glue. I don't know. I just feel like it's easier than using hot glue. But it does take longer to dry. So, and then right here on this side, I am going to make sure to glue these two corners together and line them up. So I'm going to add some glue to this piece right here. Now remember, yours are going to have these little cutouts. But it'll be easy to do that. Okay, so that's how I like to start off. You'll do this side, you'll do that side, and then you will go on to your last piece, and you are going to do the same thing. You're going to glue these little tabs together and these corners together. So let's do that. I'll add glue to this, line that up as best I can. I'm going to add glue to this side right here. And line these two sides up. And these are, oh, this would be so cute even if you don't cut out the little, you know, that's a cute little basket. Maybe you could add a handle to it. Okay, so that is my basket. And then I'll just take some time to go in and adhere these pieces, right? You can just add some glue to that, put it on there, add some glue right to that, put it right there. Make sure to add glue to this piece that's sticking out over here. And then if you want to, you can cut out a little square to, you know, cover that piece up. Let me see what it looks like. This is what my bottom looks like. I didn't add anything, but definitely you can mat it to hide those pieces. So remember that, you know, all of these are going to have those little cutouts on them. And then what I did to give it some like curve to the little die cuts is I just pushed down on it, and so that caused this little curvature on the sides, and I think that looked so cute, and it kind of just opened up this part right here. So basically this lid part is what's holding everything together. And you guys, I just think this is so sweet and so easy to put together, and just a really great way to get multiple uses out of your dies. So I hope this inspires you to use your dies in different ways. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.